Hey guys, it's Diana. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Saturday. Happy 7th day of Vlogmas. And today, we're going to be building a gingerbread house. So I got this deluxe kit from Target. I honestly can't ever remember doing a gingerbread house in my life. I might have done them like once or twice when I was very young, but this is the first time I'm doing it 100% by myself. So let's see how badly I mess this up. This kit comes in absolutely everything that we need to make a gingerbread house. Obviously, we have our pre-baked and cut gingerbread house pieces with the little outlines on them for the door and the windows, as well as the cardboard base. We have various candies such as hollyberry candies, Christmas light candies, tree-shaped gumdrops, regular sugar gumdrops, and peppermint balls. We have this giant thing of easy build royal icing, which it says to knead for about 2 minutes before starting the building process. However, I'm feeling this and some of it feels pretty like soft as is. However, I'm still going to knead it. And last but not least, we have this, which is a piece of cardboard that I believe is supposed to help you with the roof. The actual, here, let me undo this perforated thing. It's like an outline of the roof with the chimney. I believe that's supposed to make sure that everything is in place. So the directions are on the back of the box, as you can probably see here, which I wish that they had included them in like a little piece of paper or something inside the box so I don't have to keep this out because it's bulky. Also on the side of the box you can see that it has all of the pieces listed, like everything that's included. So without further ado, let's get started. So what's interesting about these pieces included in the box is that one side is tactile, so you can feel it. For example, I have a roof piece in my hand, and on one side you can feel that there are like shingles on it, like a brick pattern. This is the gable piece that goes in the front. The two bottom things hanging off of it need to be snapped off so they can make the roof for the gable. This is the front piece, which is the same exact thing as the back piece. It has cutouts for the door and windows on it that are, you know, like perforated or whatever. They're tactile, you can feel them. And this is a side piece, the same exact as the other side piece, which has two windows on it. And last but not least, the chimney piece, which I'm holding upside down, there we go, which is weird because this is reversed from the one that is shown on the box, but that's all right. After kneading this thing of icing and cutting the tip, I think I misread the directions and cut it a little too far. When it said 1/4 of an inch from the end, I didn't know if it was talking about like the tip or where the tip meets the bag. The diagram on the box shows that it's cut from where the tip meets the bag and not 1/4 of an inch from the end of the tip. Both measured out to be about the same size. There was like a perforated line around about 1/4 of an inch from the, like where the cap screws on. So I don't know, I mean, this is probably gonna be too much icing. First thing it says to do is to place the front and side pieces face down, which I have. I also have a sheet of parchment paper out here, so I have a little bit more surface room to work with. And it says to pipe a line of icing along the bottom of the front pieces and side pieces and along the edge, like the inside edges of the front pieces. This is probably not going to turn out well because A, my hands are not steady, and B, I think I cut the tip like way too far, so we're probably gonna get a lot more icing than we bargained for. Huh. Well, so far the front pieces have turned out pretty dang well. Not bad for a blind person. We have about half of the house standing. So I'm just going to ice the bottom edge of this side piece, stick it all together, and then I believe I have to hold it in place for a couple of minutes and let it dry for about 15 minutes. It is together, now I have to hold it in place. Before I put on the roof piece, I figured that it'd be better if I started to like actually decorate this house. So I have one of the sides done. I just piped some icing around the windows and put some of the Christmas light candies on top. It looks a little bit sloppy, but honestly, we're not going for a competition here. This tree is not gonna stick on that blob of icing, is it? Nope, okay. So what I'm gonna do, hello fawn, is put some icing on the bottom of this tree. There we go. I'm going to pipe some icing now around the other side of the house and put some candies on that. After decorating the sides of the house, I'm going to do the front and back and then put the roof on. I figured that it'd be easier to do it that way instead of having the roof on and decorating everything afterwards. Honestly, I was contemplating decorating the like pieces first and then assembling the house, which is what a lot of people do and is probably a lot easier than doing it vertically. However, here we are. It's okay. Also, I definitely cut too much off on this tip, but again, we're not going for perfection here. I'm just doing this to have fun. For the back of the house, I just framed the windows again with the candy lights at the top and framed the door with some gumdrops and put like a little gumdrop wreath thing. So let's do the front now. I have my windows piped and I am just decorating it. Again, putting the candy lights on top of the windows, and the front door of the front of the house is going to be covered with the gable. So this is going to be very different than the back. All right, I have what's going to be the front of the house decorated, and I have the gable piece in my hand. Right here, I am going to put 2 strips of icing on the back, and it says to stick the gable in front of the door, basically. I know, Fawn, life is tough. Perfect. We got the gable on. It's a good thing I didn't put the roof on. See, we play by our own rules here in this house. Then put a strip of icing each on the little gables and attach. You can tell which side of the gable goes against the house because it's flatter than the front, which is like at more of an angle. I have the front decorated. I put the gable on. There's some like holly berry candies that are lining the eave of the gable. Right now I want to focus on the roof because we still have these roof pieces and the chimney. So it says to pipe lines across the roof eaves of the frame and then stick the roof on basically. So let's do that. Now that our eaves are piped, add the roof panels and hold in place for 1 minute. The only problem is I don't know which way these go. I don't think it matters. So we're just gonna like stick them on. There's one piece. Oh God, this is giving me anxiety. I think we can make this work. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Okay, so the timer's up. I'm gonna remove my hands and then, what does it say? Probably to let it dry, right? Okay, no, it says to add a strip of icing in the center of the roof and hold for another minute. Hi, Fawn, I'm sorry, but you can't help me build this. Okay, so I let go. The roof seems to be intact. Let me just move this candy out of the way. And now we're gonna pipe. I'm gonna start from front to back because that'll probably be easier. And by front to back, I mean like coming toward me. Now it says to hold in place for 1 more minute. One of the roof pieces did fall off, which honestly I'm not surprised about, which is probably why we have this roof helper thing, which I wasn't even planning on using because I thought it was lame. However, we're gonna use it. It says to just like flex it along the roof and then like hook it under each side. Maybe that'll help with a little bit of stability. It's roughly in the middle, which I think is what it said that it wanted me to do. Now we have the chimney piece, and like I said in the beginning, this is reversed from how it looks on the box. I think it just says to like pipe a line of icing along the bottom of it. Let me look. Yeah, attached chimney to roof. Attached chimney to roof literally means pipe a line of icing and stick it on there. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm hoping that this roof helper will actually be helpful. Now, it says that you can continue to decorate around the roof helper or take it off. I think that after the chimney sets, I'm just gonna take it off. I'm also gonna pipe another line of icing like around where the chimney is on the roof. Even though the roof thing is still on, I am going to start decorating before the icing dries. So I have these peppermint balls. If this roof falls off, I swear there are gonna be issues. Now that the roof helper is off, we have a little bit more freedom. I don't even want to breathe around this thing. It's giving me anxiety. Okay, so we have the peppermint candies lining the roof, seem like so, and now I'm just gonna decorate the rest of the roof. Okay, I put the roof helper thing back on because it was just, the roof keeps falling off. So I am decorating it now. I piped some icing. I put some gumdrop candies toward the back. Now I'm just gonna place like little Christmas lights everywhere, and then we will be done with this gingerbread house. I also fixed the holly decorations at the front of the house and the entryway gable thing because I saw that they had fallen off. So we're good to go. And here we are, the finished gingerbread house. I moved the peppermint candy pieces onto the pieces of the roof, like the sides, because I feel like having them in the center may have compromised the structure a little bit, even though it is shown like that in the picture on the box. I don't know. I mean, it's done. Looks pretty decent. Again, we're not here for competitions or for, you know, professional gingerbread decorating, but it was still fun. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. I thought it was something different. I probably won't be doing it again for a very long time. I never realized how like labor intensive it was to do gingerbread houses. Fawn seems to agree with me. In other news, today's tea from the advent calendar was sweet tart, which was like very tart. I personally wasn't a huge fan. It was supposed to taste like cherry, and I think it had hibiscus in it. I don't know what it is about hibiscus. I'm just not like a passion tea person. It wasn't that bad. I just probably wouldn't buy it personally because I found it to be too tart. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow with another Vlogmas video. Bye!